Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning and Grammy-nominated comedian and writer. You know from her work on Blackish, The Upshaws, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Her scripted comedy podcast series, Trust Fall, is available November 30th on Audible. Please welcome back to the show our friend Wanda Sykes, everybody. Congratulations on your Grammy nomination. That's very exciting.
Thank you. Yes, very, very exciting. It's my first one.
It's your first Grammy nomination.
First Grammy nomination.
That's very exciting.
And I know. I feel like, you know, I'm like a rock star now.
Yeah.
You know?
Your twins are 14.
Yes.
I would think that would be on the cusp of wanting to go to the Grammys. Do they want to go?
Of course they want to go.
Are you going to let them go?
Hell no.
Okay. Have you told them this?
I think they see it on my face.
Gotcha.
You're like, oh, that's so cool. You're going to the Grammys? And I just do this. See, that says you're not going, right? They don't even have to ask.
If you did bring them, would you want to be seen with them?
Would I want to be seen with them?
Or would you want to put some distance between you and your daughter?
No, like they will put distance between
I see.
me. Like Olivia would go try to sit with Beyonce or something.
Yeah.
They would just leave me.
Yeah, you can't bring them. You absolutely can't bring them.
They would dust me.
At 14, obviously, they're making choices for themselves. What are they watching? Like, are there things they watch that is confusing to you?
I have no idea what they're watching.
Yeah.
I walk by and it's all like YouTube. They watch stuff on YouTube, and it's usually they're watching other people do stuff. Like they spend hours watching this guy play a video game. It makes no sense. Like what? Why are y'all watching this? And it was like, oh, it's kind of cool. I was like, so you're telling me you're too damn lazy to play this game yourself? So you rather watch somebody play the game for you?
It's so funny to back in my day and be like, you know, when I was young, I played my own video game. Yeah. I can't believe that it's come to a point. The thing my dad was mad at me about, I'm like, you have no idea how much worse it gets.
Exactly.
So much worse. Now, your wife is French.
Yes.
And do you feel like your kids are multicultural? And are there times where you can see the French side of them coming out more?
My kids are barely American.
Okay.
They're so French.
And they grew up here.
They're so French.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what part of them, where do you see the Frenchness the most?
Just like of course, language and humor. My son has the same type of humor as my wife. Yeah. Which means a lot of it I don't get. Yeah. You know.
I will say, and I hope your wife doesn't take this the wrong way. It's very heartbreaking to me that your kids have Wanda Sykes as a mom, and they are getting a French sense of humor. That broke terribly for them. But they've learned, they learned cuisine from me, Wanda Sykes. Yeah.
Right, exactly. You know what? You're right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they're French. Does that mean they don't do American holidays? Like, what are they excited about Thanksgiving?
They're excited about it, but they're going to France.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Are you going to France?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So this is
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to my parents' house.
That's great. So you go to your parents' house, and they just go.
They're going to France.
They go off with your wife to France. Yep. And that's just, I guess that's because they have school off, and it makes sense. And
right.
It's a good time to go to France.
Exactly.
And do they not? I mean, obviously they've had Thanksgivings. Is it they just don't care about it that much?
Well, it's not. No, they do enjoy it, but they love France a little more than eating some turkey.
Right. Like, that's true.
Turkey, I don't know. No, merci.
Now, Wanda, if you're doing something here that a 14-year-old...
It's a grub. It's not a chicken, c'est pas poulet, c'est pas canard, c'est turkey. No, merci.
Oh, my God. If they're like that, you must be so thankful they're going to France. So what is growing up in your house? What is you're going to see your parents? So what's a Sykes family Thanksgiving like? Is it a lot of people?
It used to be a lot of people, and now it'll be my parents and my brother and sister-in-law and my nephew. So yeah, it's like 8 of us, 10 of us sometimes.
Good.
And then there's always some strays.
Yeah.
You got to bring in a stray or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it kind of cuts the tension to have a couple outsiders.
It does.
If they're all insiders, then it's the family's fault when you start having a bad time.
Thank you.
You got to have a weird outsider to be like, this would have been fine if Weird Ken wasn't here.
Yeah. And it keeps everybody on their best behavior.
That's true, yeah.
Because it's like, if you start talking about some family stuff and then it gets a little deep, you go, We got to stray. We got to stray.
Strays are very helpful.
Yeah, let's not go there right now.
I think we're both thankful of the fact that both the strikes are over. I know you're a member of both guilds.
Absolutely, yes.
Did you go out? Did you picket during the strikes?
Yeah. I did. I was out there picketing, and I was in L.A. too.
Yeah.
It was just too daggone hot to be out there. I was like, walking in with the sign, we still doing this. This feels like we should have some better options than this.
Yeah.
Is this still effective?
It's so funny. Yeah, you're right. Technology has not broken through.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like, how about a strongly worded email? How about that? Or they seem to get the job done.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. And then, because you were out there too, and and people, there are union brothers and sisters, but they want a selfie, right?
Yeah.
You were taking a lot of selfies.
They want to take a lot of pictures.
A lot of pictures.
And they want it. And then people from the guild always want to get a soundbite from you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And the thing is, when I'm on strike, I don't have my hair and makeup people.
No.
So it's a pretty bad looking scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think a lot of time I had a very hurtful thing that people would take selfies and then I'd watch them look at it and just delete it when they saw what I looked like. What did you get your SAG card? What was your first acting job where you joined the union?
Nutty Professor 2.
Wow, yeah. Nutty Professor 2.
Nutty Professor 2, I got my SAG card. Yeah, that was with that was Eddie Murphy, and I played Glodine. I was was it Glodine was her name? Wait, I was the hairdresser.
And were you? Did you get to work with multiple Eddies?
I got to work with Mama Clump and then the grandmother. And actually, the father came by the shop too.
That's really good.
Yeah. So
tour de force.
I mean,
I think one of the greatest acting performances of all time.
Yes.
Eddie's unbelievable.
Eddie, amazing. And I say that I got to work with them, but basically I worked with a bunch of tennis balls. That's what I did. That's
right, because they had the CGI
yes,
and that's really good. Well, by the way, it shows what a good actor you are. You could never have known they were tennis balls.
Yeah.
I have a lot more to ask you about. We'll be right back with more Wanda after this.